Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Davis. Each week I post new videos on personal finance, career building, and wealth building. So if you're interested in those topics, click the subscribe and notification bell so you don't miss out on my next video. Just a brief background, I got my bachelor's in finance and then my master's in computer science, and I've helped mentor people get roles in software engineering, design, and various business related roles, but this video can apply to any industry. If you're watching this video, that means either you have an interview coming up or you're just now starting your job hunt. I just want to wish you the best of luck on getting your next job. Going into an interview, people typically prepare for the questions that are asked for them, but what's just as important is the questions that you ask to the interviewers. In this video, I'm going to tell you 5 questions you should definitely ask to help you land your next job. By asking these questions, you'll be able to figure out exactly what skills and values you need to highlight during the interview so that you are seen as a perfect fit. You'll also be able to figure out exactly what problem and pain points your team is struggling with so that you can get a leg up on your competition. And you're going to be able to figure out exactly what your role is going to be in the short term and long term. These are the exact questions that I ask in all of my interviews that help me land jobs from marketing, finance, accounting, systems engineering, and more recently as a software engineer. For these questions, you want to have the mindset of a consultant with valuable skills and experience that is meeting with the client to solve their problems and see if you guys are the right fit. By having this mindset shift, you'll go from a job seeker who's trying to go get a job to a consultant who's meeting with a client to gather more information. This will shift the interview from passive to more active on your part. Alright, let's dive into the first question. The first question you want to ask is, what skills and experience do you guys value the most for this position? You want to ask this question as a counter to, tell me a little bit about yourself. You want to position it so that you can help them. You can say, before I share a bit about myself, what skills and experience do you guys value the most so that I can share the most relevant experiences and accomplishments? When they first meet you, you're just a blank slate. You're just a name on a resume. In your mind, you might think the company wants this set of skills, but in their mind, they want these set of skills. So before you start telling them about yourself, you want to ask them exactly what they want. If you don't, then you run the risk of positioning yourself with skills that they don't really care about. By directly asking them, they will literally tell you the exact skills and experience that they really want. Using this information for the rest of the interview, you can just start highlighting specific stories and experiences that fit the exact skills and experiences they value the most. This will then start painting the picture in their minds that you're the perfect fit because you're just mirroring back exactly what they told you. The next question you want to ask is, how do you envision a typical day and week for this position? The goal of this question is to help create a better understanding for this role so that you understand your tasking, roles, and your responsibilities. This will help clear up any assumptions or question marks you had when you were starting to research the job. And once you have a better understanding what the role is, the next question you want to ask is, what is the biggest problem and pain point this role is trying to solve? Remember, you're approaching this meeting as a consultant meeting with a client, and you want to solve their problems by sharing relevant stories and experiences so that they see you as the best fit. Generally, job postings happen because teams have pain points or problems that they need help solving. When the team shares the biggest problem they're facing, you want to share a similar experience or story where you're solving a similar problem. By asking this question, it'll position you as a problem solver rather than a job seeker. Up until this point in the interview, you now know exactly what skills and experience they want, and you know what their biggest pain points are. Now you want to shift from problem solving mode and seeing if they're actually the right fit for you. The next question you want to ask is, what would success be like for this position in 3 months? What about a year? The reason why you want to ask this question is to see what goals the team has for you in the short term and long term, and also see how they measure success for your role. There should be red flags going off in your head if they don't have any goals set for you. This is the counter to the question of, where do you see yourself in 1 year or 5 years? Just like the team wants you to be goal-oriented, you should want them to be goal-oriented. The next question you want to ask is, what is onboarding like? How will you be trained? And how do current employees keep up with their skills? You can also ask them how they trained up their most recent employee. If you want to continue to grow your skills, you should definitely find a company that's willing to reinvest back in their employees. It's a pretty common thing these days for companies to give their employees stipends to attend conferences or even credits to do online courses. By asking this question, it'll show them that you're goal-oriented and you're not only thinking about the now, but also the future. Alright, here's a bonus question that most people don't ask or do that actually tips the scales in your favor a lot. As the interview starts ending, you want to ask each person for their card or email address. Hopefully you are taking notes during the interview so that you can follow up with each individual within 2 or 3 days to thank them. You want to write a personalized email to each person highlighting a skill or a problem that you guys were discussing during the interview. This will do two things. It'll keep you fresh on their minds, and it'll create a stronger personal connection with each person that interviewed with you. These questions definitely helped me during my interviews and helped tip the scales in my favor so that I could get jobs over even more qualified candidates. Thanks for watching this video. I hope it helps you during your next interview. If you made it to the end, please give yourself a thumbs up by clicking the like button. This helps me out by telling the YouTube algorithm that this video was good, and it'll show it to more people. If you haven't already, click the subscribe and notification bell so you don't miss out my next video on interview tips. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys next week.